Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
It's time for today's AM Minnesota program. It is being sponsored by Century 21 Atwood, Professional Pride Realty in Northfield.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
Soybean futures are up, corn's down, cattle and hogs are mostly lower. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Market Update. For decades, Stein has represented simply the best in corn genetics, offering more than 50 lines, the highest performing corn, featuring a broad range of traits. Stein has yield. Soybeans are up, watching late harvest activity in Brazil and the advancing harvest in Argentina. There is more rain in the forecast for parts of the Midwest later this week, with warmer temperatures on tap for much of the region. May beans are up 4.5 at $11.72. July's 4 1/4 higher at $11.86 1/4. May bean meal's up $3.30 at $3.4850. May soybean oil's down 21 at $45.10. It's already been an up and down day for corn, currently down, watching Argentina's harvest, second crop development in Brazil, and U.S. planting activity. Ethanol and export demand remains solid, but the large available supply continues to hang over the market. May's down 2 1/4 at $4.40 3/4. July corn's 2 1/4 lower at $4.50 1/4. And wheat's mixed. Rain is in the forecast for the U.S. plains, but it could miss some of the drier areas, with dry weather also an issue in the Black Sea region. May Chicago's 2 lower at $5.83. On renewed technical selling, July cotton's down 44 at 81.28, and back to adjusting spreads while watching planning. May rice is down a penny at 19.18 and July's 1.5 lower at 19.36. Live cattle are mostly lower, and feeders are down ahead of widespread direct cash cattle business. Asking prices are $185 plus live. June live's down 25 at $176.90, and August is 47 lower at $175.02. August feeders are down 55 at $258.85. And hogs are mixed on spread trade and profit taking, with June down 17 at $107.77, and July lean 12 lower at $109.82. We are online at brownfieldagnews.com. John Perkins, Brownfield Market Update.
The first 3 years of every child's life are critical. Learn more about early intervention. How your baby or toddler plays, learns, talks, acts, and moves give important clues as to how they are developing. If you have any questions or concerns about whether your baby or toddler's development is on track, please call 1-800-515-BABY. That's 1-800-515-2229. Call 1-800-515-BABY. That's 1-800-515-2229.
I see you finally got a new helmet.
I did. Bought it cheap online. Follow me. We'll turn off here.
I'm right behind you.
Watch the cars. They can be crazy.
Teddy! No! Are you okay? Somebody do something!
Was this young man hit by a car?
Yes, and his helmet is smashed.
It's a brand new helmet.
It's probably a fake. Fakes cause real harm. You're smart. Buy smart. Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
The market update sponsored by the KDHL Agro Boosters, including Werner Farm seed at Dundas for quality seed at reasonable prices, including cover crop seed. Give Paul or Gina a call, 507-645-7995. We will continue with today's AM Minnesota program right after this.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
AM Minnesota on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
And now back to the Northfield Chamber, the Chamber ladies, Jane and Rachel, and also News Director, Mr. Gordy Cosfeld. Gordy.
Yeah, I appreciate your allowing me to be with you today, ladies.
Well, thank you. It's an honor for us to be talking to you. So something kind of funny, we got a new printer like 2 weeks ago, and the guy that installed it, he said, what do you want it named? You know, it's like a Rico or whatever, and somehow he goes, oh, you can do a fun name. So our printer is called Chamber Chicks. And he said Chamber Ladies. I love it. Thought I'd throw that in there for everyone to know that our printer is called Chamber Chicks.
That's your new name now. You're the Chamber Chicks.
Oh, there you go. It's going to limit our next hiring process. Yeah.
The Chamber Chicks. What a great story. Anyway, you were telling us about this great event coming up, and it's ladies' night only.
Yep. Well, men can come and shop and come to the Grand as well, but it's always, I don't know how many years. I don't either. Yeah, many, many years. It's been girls' night out. It's been fishing opener weekend. Generally about fishing opener weekend. So kind of, a night out.
The story that I was told was that the kitschy part was that the men would go fishing and the women would stay home and fish for a deal. Yep. So there's that. So it gives women an excuse to get together, go out, shop, and it gives the retailers a reason to throw out deals and have their own drawings and specials. And actually, my first year at the Chamber, the retailers downtown, the shops and boutiques, had wine. Yeah. And they could give ladies a glass of wine. Ladies, listen to me. Sound old. Shoppers, customers. They would give customers a little glass of wine while they shopped. And then, the regulations got involved. But that was my first year. No, I lied. I partook. I was a shopper that year. It was probably 2014, 15. I actually won the Grand at the Grand.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. My girlfriend and I went downtown and got our wristband there. At that time, the Chamber set up a table on Bridge Square, and you had to buy a wristband to participate in the event. And then certain sponsors had tickets. You could register. And then we got to the Grand, and I barely walked in, and they drew my name, and I didn't even know what I was getting. So, it was a bag full of gift cards all over the place. And so my girlfriend and I split it, and it was pretty cool. And that was the last Grand at the Grand that they had for years. So we're bringing it back.
Yep.
The beauty of this, right? The beauty of the Grand at the Grand is you don't have taxes taken out of it.
Nope, not these gift cards.
No, that's what I mean. It's you actually get a Grand. If you were to have $1,000 cash giveaway, how much would you have to pay in taxes on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't give that kind of advice or answer.
No, I understand that, but I mean...
We would direct you to your own accountant.
Yeah.
Of course. I think it's pretty obvious that you'd be paying taxes on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and plus this way you're shopping local, too. So far we've got gift cards from, Rare Pair, Mainstream, Measuring Cup, Fate Furnishings, Monarch, Carboni's, got Chamber Box. We'll have quite a few. If you go to the Chamber page, or the Chamber website, if you go to events and go to Chamber events and then go to May and then click on Girls Night Out, we'll be updating the different prizes on there as well. So, but no, it'll be fun. We've got a jazz band coming from St. Olaf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then we've got some improv. We'll have some music, and there's also going to be a women's expo upstairs. So there'll be some fun stuff going on all night long. So,
Gordy, do you know Sam Temple?
Of course.
he's doing the improv on stage that night.
Seriously?
I just learned that he has an improv group. I didn't know that. So I'm kind of going sight unseen. Have you heard him perform anywhere?
I've seen him many times on the stage. He's a very talented young man.
Humor? Is he funny?
Oh, yeah. No, he's a very talented young man. We're very fortunate to have him here in Rice County.
Exactly. So, funny story. I've known Sam for 5 or 6 years. And first time we had coffee last week. And so I asked him if he was related to the corn dog or the cheese curd temple in Northfield. He goes, Troy, that's my dad. I'm like, shut up. I am very good friends with Troy's twin, Tina. I never put 2 and 2 together all these years, so that was crazy.
No kidding.
Yeah,
you did not know that she had a twin?
No. I knew she had I know Troy. I know Troy and Troy's wife very well, but I just never knew that Sam was their kid. No, never went that deep. I know Tina and Tina's kids. No, nope, not at all. So
no, that's
small world. Small world. Well, yeah, they should be proud of him. I'm sure they are.
Well, he does that history show, 1865. I mean, he's very talented.
Oh, and he's pushing really, really hard to grow that the cable station that he's running.
Yep.
So
and his dad runs the Faribault one, so they got Rice County covered.
Perfect. Yeah,
really
I'm looking forward to learning a lot more. So that was, it's one of those aha moments.
So do you guys have anything special that goes on for Mother's Day?
Not on Mother's Day, but this girls' night out is always going to be associated with the Friday of Mother's Day.
Okay.
So I know they've got prom is this weekend, and then Mother's Day is the following
Sunday. Yeah, about 2 weeks. So girls' night out is May 10th, and then Mother's Day is May 12th. So. In the past, a few times, I've gone with my mom and stuff, and we've done it kind of just, that's when I was at the Grand, too, and do like a little mother-daughter. We do a group of mothers and daughters and go out that night and shop. And if you don't go with your mom or your daughter, you can shop for each other that night as well. So,
Yeah, I thought that sounded like a perfect tie-in for a Mother's Day gift. You got it.
Yeah, yep. And entry into the Grand is $5, and that will be donated to the Northfield Women's Center. So keep that in mind, and there'll be a cash bar as well there. So, looking forward to it.
Did you say the Northfield? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Women. Yep, the Northfield Women's Center.
Okay.
So the donations will be going to them.
We're going to have to get them.
Men can shop. Men can shop. Men can come to the Grand. It's just fine. The more, the merrier. Are you going to be there, Gordy? We got pink boas for you.
What's the date again?
May 10th.
I don't know. We'll see if I'm able to. I'm still limited in what I can do.
Well, I'm glad you're able to do this with us.
Yep. Can't walk. Can't drive. I'm homebound completely until they give me the go-ahead. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll bring a pink boa to your house.
There you go. We'll take pictures and we'll blow you off. Ooh, like a cutout of you, and have it on stage at the Grand. How's that?
I just got a warning for you. I break cameras.
That was a pink boa.
That's why I'm on radio, too.
I do have the perfect face for radio. You got that right. Absolutely. We're visiting with Jane and Rachel from the Northfield Chamber. The Chamber checks this morning from the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. If you've never swung by the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, it is so cool to stop in there. They have so many awesome photos. You say photos or pictures on the wall. You guys have awesome pictures in that place.
Yeah, we've got some history. We've got some like they're covers of previous visitor guides that are on canvas. And we also have an art gallery. The Arts Guild has galleries throughout the town. City Hall has a gallery. Alina Clinic has a gallery. We have a gallery. And they switch it out every so often. It's been a while, but yep, there's a gallery walking tour, and we are on that tour. So every once in a while, people will stop by. The artist on our walls right now is Jim Bonhoff, and they're pretty cool pictures. They're like characters of Northfield, like a bird's eye view, and then color pages of iconic buildings and this. Do you remember the pictures he's got? He made wooden eyeglasses frames out of wood. They're like 5 feet across. They're pretty cool. And then the lenses are pictures of Northfield too. Oh yeah, it's pretty unique art on the walls in here.
Is it for sale?
Well, I bet with Jim anything is for sale. Doesn't have price tags on it, but if someone's actually interested, I know how to get a hold of them. Yeah.
Because I love art.
And Jim is also the one that makes most of the, right? He's the one that makes most of the signs downtown, the hanging signs. He makes most of those as well. So he's kind of
maybe you'll make your big banners.
Yeah.
Bring it around.
We actually had our Crazy Days banner stolen last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was downtown. And
in the rain.
In the rain, and someone on their bike at like 6 in the morning, somebody just took it down, and it was one of the gals from the garden club that was watering the flowers downtown, and we had put a thing on Facebook asking if people had seen the banner, and they said they saw someone on a bike that just stole it. So, I mean, maybe it's in a dorm room or it's in your living. I don't know. I don't know who it was, but it's hanging up somewhere.
Yep.
Some people
have
no
it, Gordy?
scruples. No.
Do you have it in your house? Okay.
Oh no. I was taught at a very young age not to steal.
Yes. Yep.
Because when I was a kid, we lived kitty corner from a gas station, and at the gas station, this was an old, we're talking this is the I'm guessing late 60s. In any event, they had candy right by the register. Or no, it was in the aisle. Anyway, I stole a pack of M&Ms.
And you still remember that?
As I'm leaving the gas station owner, who was also my school bus driver, mind you, said, Gordy, what do you got in your pocket? I turned and I said, What do you mean? He said, you've got something in your pocket. He caught me.
Yeah.
So he told me, he said, I will not tell your dad if you clean my windows. Now, remember, this is a gas station, big windows. If you clean my windows for 3 days, I will not tell your dad. Well, it's kitty corner from my house. It's on the main drag of Spring Valley. You turn there to go to our house. Dad, of course, being as clever as he was, waited until I finished all 3 days doing the windows. On the third or fourth day at supper time, he goes, why were you cleaning Mr. I'm just going to throw out a name here, Mr. Kubish's windows? And, of course, I probably was 5 shades of red when I had to tell the story that he caught me shoplifting. And
you fessed up.
And my dad goes, I sure hope you learned your lesson.
No.
Yep, I did, and I never stole anything since.
Yep. Oh, there's always that moment, that aha moment as a kid.
Well, there was one time when I was an adult, and I had, it's when I don't know if you bag your own groceries. I don't remember where I was or when it was, but I paid for everything. I put it back in my car, and I got to my car, and I put everything in my car, but there was a raw onion sitting in the cart. in the bottom under where the kid would feed.
Right.
I know, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I to this day, I remember I took it. I took it. I didn't go back in and pay for it. And I didn't get sick when I ate it. There was no karma. But I remember. I remember that feeling of just taking the onion.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know if it was that solid upbringing, but those things stay with you, don't they?
Well, are you sure you didn't pay for it? It just fell out of the bag?
Nope. It must have been the kind where you put it up on the, no, it was not, it went through. It didn't make it past the register.
Oh, well, that's too
on
bad.
the good side of the register.
You donate mine for good things, so that's...
I know. But that's kind of weird. You kind of get that.
I never did find out if my dad actually talked to the gas station owner, because I would guess that might have happened, but he probably did see me cleaning the windows too, as far as that goes. Oh man, that was an embarrassing moment in my life.
I've got a really important question for you.
I feared my dad a whole lot more than a little work cleaning those big windows.
Mm-hmm. Important question for you. Did you get to keep the M&Ms?
I don't even remember. I don't think so. I had to bring them back inside.
Yeah.
I took them out of my pocket, and actually I put them back on the shelf.
And
And
that would have been the right thing to do.
Well, that was the lesson that I got from, and that's the beauty of a small town, right? Does that happen in a big city?
I've never lived in a big city, really, in those that I can.
I'm just saying that in a small town, people look out after each other, and I mean, no offense to living in Minneapolis or St. Paul, but I don't think it happens there.
No, and it might go by neighborhood too, especially if you know each other, and if it's something like that, as opposed to think of like Mall of America or, different things.
Well, I got 1 minute. I got 1 minute, ladies. What final thoughts do you have, if you have any?
Well, I do want to say that Professional Pride was our main sponsor for the Community Market Fair. He's done it for years, and they just do a great job. Appreciate their support. People. They are super people. Last month when we were on, Jerry asked engineer Pete if he'd consider driving that train. He drives a little winter walk barrel train for kids. And he's wondering, Jerry is wondering if Pete's going to drive that around circles around the dome, and the answer was no.
Well, that's a shame. Hey, thanks, ladies, for being on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Gordy.
You bet. That concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota from the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism.
Thank you, Gordy. Great job. Things are getting back to normal. Here's National.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players. Pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.